All right. So this is advanced material, page number 30. More than one answer question. Okay. Very first question. Basically, all questions are related to this mod Z1 minus Z2 by 1 minus Z1 conjugate Z2. For it to be less than 1, what are the conditions basically? Okay. I'm going to send this denominator here and write mod Z1 minus Z2 is less than 1 minus Z1 conjugate Z2 conjugate. Since this is a positive quantity, this is a positive quantity, I can square it. Mod Z1 minus Z2 square 1 minus Z1 conjugate Z2 square. The formula for this is mod Z1 square plus mod Z2 square minus Z1 Z2 conjugate minus Z1 conjugate Z2. Here 1 plus mod Z1 conjugate Z2 square minus Z1 conjugate Z2, that is this into this, minus 1 conjugate is 1 only. I can even write that 1 conjugate minus 1 into Z1 conjugate Z2's whole conjugate. Based on this formula, this into this conjugate, this into this conjugate. These are the two terms. Okay. So mod Z1 square plus mod Z2 square minus Z1 Z2 conjugate minus Z1 conjugate Z2. This is 1. I can split it. Mod Z1 square, mod Z2 square, because I don't have to put conjugate in the mod because same. And this is Z1 conjugate Z2. This is Z1 Z2 conjugate. These two will get cancelled with these two. Okay. Now, if I take everything to the LHS or RHS, mod Z1 square plus mod Z2 square plus 1 minus mod Z1 square minus mod Z2 square greater than 0. This is mod Z1 square minus 1 into mod Z2 square minus 1 greater than 0. So if you want this to be less than 1, that one double implies this. Okay. So everything depends on this now. Now you can attempt all the options. Option A, mod Z1 less than 1, mod Z2 less than 1. That's okay. If this is less than 1, it will be negative. This is less than 1, it will be negative. Negative into negative is positive. That is one possibility. Okay. So if you want product to be positive, that's the case we can get. Mod Z1 less than 1 if it is 1, then mod Z2 also should be less than 1. I think A, B, C are correct. Okay. But regarding D, we cannot say both must be less than 1 because both can be more than 1 also. Okay. So we will get here that mod Z1 and mod Z2 both less than 1, or mod Z1 greater than 1 and mod Z2 greater than 1. Okay. So A, B, C are right and D is not right because this is another case they are not given in the after implies. Yes, they gave A, B, C only. You can look at the options if you have the material, see what it is. Okay, so some questions will do graphically, some questions will write X plus I and do it, and some questions will use some kind of algebraic formulas that we have in complex numbers. Okay, everybody understood this? Okay, if you see carefully, option A they gave, if this is less than 1, this is less than 1, this is true, so this is true. So that's fine, no problem. Option B, if this is less than 1 and this should has to be true, even mod Z2 should be less than 1. Option C is also like that. A and C are quite similar. No, B and C are quite similar. D is not correct. Even though D this is given, after if this or this should be there. This not necessarily imply this. This can imply this also. But if you take only this, it will imply this. If you take only this, it will imply this. Okay, I'm going to erase. Does anybody need more time? Okay, third question, option A. Each option is a question. Option A is quite similar to what we've done, but let us repeat this. Mod 1 minus Z1 conjugate Z2 square minus mod Z1 minus Z2 square. When you expand this, you'll get 1 plus mod Z1 conjugate Z2 square minus Z1 conjugate Z2 minus Z1 Z2 conjugate. And this one is mod Z1 square plus mod Z2 square minus Z1 Z2 conjugate minus Z1 conjugate Z2. These two get cancelled with these two. And now it is 1 plus mod Z1 square mod Z2 square minus mod Z1 square minus mod Z2 square. That is mod Z1 square minus 1 into mod Z2 square minus 1. You can even take minus common and write 1 minus mod Z1 square into mod Z2 square. Okay, option B is obviously not right because A plus B here in the RHS should be different. Z1 Z2 conjugate plus Z2 Z1 conjugate. It is not this. Okay, it will come that only when both are in the same direction. No, both are perpendicular. Sorry, when they are perpendicular, a resultant is A square plus B square plus 2AB. Right? No, they're in the same direction. Then it. Option C is also obviously not correct because they wanted Z1 by mod Z1 plus Z2 by mod Z2. Is it equal to 2? Basically, into something is it will get cancelled. This is a unit complex number. This is also unit modulus complex number. Just because two complex numbers are having unit modulus, their sum, the resultant, doesn't have to have magnitude 1 plus 1, 2. It can be anything between 0 to 2. So that is also not right. D bit is right. Just if you use the formula, mod Z1 plus Z2 square is mod Z1 square plus mod Z2 square minus Z1 Z2 conjugate minus Z1 conjugate Z2. Mod Z1 minus Z2 square is mod Z1 square plus mod Z2 square. This is a plus, sorry. This is minus Z1 Z2 conjugate. This is minus Z1 conjugate Z2. When I add this and this will cancel. 2 times mod Z1 square plus mod Z2 square. It's something like A plus B whole square plus A minus B whole square equal to 2 times A square plus B square. Something like that. Okay, option B is not right. So I did not written anything about it. Okay, so all the first question, third question, basically based on this formula, mod z1 plus z2 whole square formula, you should know that. Okay, fifth question. It is a cubic equation, complex numbers. Whether real numbers or complex number doesn't matter. Every cubic equation have 3 roots. If the coefficients are real, also the roots can be complex, and if coefficients are complex, they will be complex. Some of them may be real. Okay, so infinitely many roots. It is not possible here. Okay, the cubic equation it have 3 real roots. Some of them may be equal, but they are not asking about distinct. So without writing anything, I should say answer B. And this cannot be more than one answer question as such. They give BD. What is that? Oh, no real roots are not there. Okay. Let us see how to verify whether real root is there or not. So this is z cube minus 1 plus I into z square plus 4z minus 2I equal to 0. Okay, since it is cubic equation, it has 3 roots, real or complex. It has 3 roots. Real roots are there or not? Of course, even in normally cubic equation we do by trial and error. If not, if even here also, but trial and error in complex numbers is very difficult. Real root is there or not, we can check. How? Let z be real. If z is real, I can separate real parts and imaginary parts. What will happen to the real part? Z cube minus z square plus 4z. Next, if I take I common, minus I common, it will be z square plus 2 equal to 0. If z is real, then this is real part, I into this is real part. When you equate real part and imaginary part, you should get z cube minus z square plus 4z equal to 0 and z square plus 2 equal to 0. But z square plus 2 cannot be 0 if z is real. Something square is positive plus 2. So it is not possible for real numbers. Not possible if z is real. Okay, so it cannot have any real roots. So whatever roots are there, they are complex numbers which are not real. Somebody may ask whether this has a purely imaginary root. Anyone want to give an idea how to check that? Whether it has any purely imaginary roots. It may have 3i or 7i or minus I by 2, something can be root. Anyone want to give an idea? If they ask about it, how to verify?
Constant term, if it is less than 0, then it is inner. Product of roots is less than 0.
No, this is cubic equation, so we cannot say about that. Because when coefficients are complex numbers, the roots doesn't have to exist in conjugate pairs. You cannot say when 7 plus 5i is root, even 7 minus 5i is also root. No, that is only when coefficients are real numbers. You cannot say when 3i is the root, minus 3i should be the root and product should be plus 3 square. Okay. Okay. So how to check whether purely imaginary root is there or not? Substitute z equal to ki, where k is a real number. After that, if separate real parts and imaginary parts, equate them to 0 respectively. See whether you are getting a k or not. You understand? Okay. It may not be necessary. They did not ask, but let me try. Okay. let z equal to ki. Then this will become minus kq by, here when you put ki, it is minus k square. So it will be plus k square I. And here it is 4ki minus 2i equal to 0. Now when I separate real and imaginary parts, oh, real only one number is there. Only k square is real, nothing else. Everything else. Okay, so I'll get k square plus I common minus k cube plus k square plus 4k minus 2 equal to 0. For this to be 0, k should be 0, but this can't be 0 there. So purely imaginary roots are also not there. So there's no pure real root, pure imaginary roots. All are complex numbers which has some real part, which has some imaginary part. But anyway, according to the options here, it has no real roots and exactly 3 roots. Exactly 3 roots. Okay. Okay, this would mod z minus 1 equal to 1. They asked about different options. Okay, argument of z minus 1 is 2 times argument of z and some options like that. Let us see. Mod z minus 1 equal to 1 is a circle with center 1 and radius 1. It will be like this. This is 1, this is 2, this is 0. Z can be anywhere. Option A is about argument of z minus 1 equal to 2 times argument of z. I want to give a graphical picture of that. What is z minus 1? A vector joining 1 and z. That is this. And this is z. Okay. We know if this angle is theta, this angle is 2 theta. Because a chord joining z and 2 subtending theta at the point on circumference at the center will subtend 2 theta. So from this figure, what is the argument of z? Theta. What is the argument of this vector? 2 theta. And what is this vector? Z minus 1. Z minus 1 means this is like OP bar minus OA bar. It will be AP bar. AP bar. All right. So I can give names if you somebody wants. Not required, but you can take A, this as P. Okay, mod z minus 1 is basically mod of z is OP bar minus OE bar, which is AP bar. Okay. Argument, sorry, I can remove this and write. Okay, so we can easily see now argument of z minus 1 is nothing but 2 theta, which is 2 times argument of z. Okay, very easy to make the question. That is from the geometry. If somebody doesn't want to use geometry, simply take z as is theta and we can find also. Okay. I want to take z as, better take z as 1 plus is theta and find for z minus 1. That is better. Okay. Let z equal to 1 plus is theta. Or I can take 2 theta also, not a problem. Okay. That means argument, from this you can write z minus 1 equal to cis 2 theta. And you can write argument of z minus 1 equal to 2 theta. But how to simplify this? 1 plus cos 2 theta plus I sin 2 theta. This I can write 2 cos square theta, 1 plus cos 2 theta. And sin 2 theta, I can write 2 sin theta cos theta. And I can take 2 cos theta common. I will get cos theta plus I sin theta. You can see now this is the modulus of z. This is the argument of z. So argument of z is theta now. So from this, argument of z is theta. Now this one you put it there, you will get argument of z minus 1 is 2 times argument of z. Okay, this is just algebraically doing it. This is graphical. What is this? 2 times argument of z is 2/3 of argument of. Option B we will see. C and D are more easy. Okay, let us see now C bit and then D bit. C bit, I don't think it is right because Z plus 1, I can write Z minus minus 1. It is a vector starting from minus 1 and going towards Z. Okay. They are saying argument of this and argument of this are equal. I don't think, because this is greater angle, this is little less. When you go left, the angle is decreasing. So obviously I can say from the figure, if this is some A means this is some B, this is minus 1. Argument of BP is less than argument of AP. Okay. So argument of BP bar is less than argument of AP bar. That is argument of Z plus 1, OP minus OB is less than, you can write capital A, small, it doesn't matter, argument of Z minus 1. So they are saying equal, it is obviously not right. D bit, they are saying this angle is half of this angle. Graphically, we can do it maybe. Let me do algebraically first. Z versus Z plus 1. Okay, I'll take Z as 1 plus is theta only, then I have to see what happens to that. Okay, we'll carry on with the same thing. D is also not right, but I just want to have an idea. This angle, is it off of this, can be proved or disproved, or it will happen only for a particular case? There is one way I can disprove very easily. I'll show you what is that. You take this circle, take that minus 1 and this is 1. Draw some line like this. Okay. Whether you take Z here or Z here, for both of them, this vector is Z plus 1 only. Isn't it? Z minus minus 1. Okay. So now, one time argument of Z is this, another time argument of Z is this. This angle can't be off of this also simultaneously. If it is true for this, it obviously will not be true for this. So in general, it is not necessary. You understand that? And I think every time it's this angle need not be off of this angle. When it is 90, I can prove it very easily. Another example I can give is, you take Z here, of course, at the time this is 45, I had to prove that this can't be 22 and off. That way also it can be proved with an example. Okay. Or I have to take 1 plus Z as some cis theta and then try to prove it also. It doesn't work anyway. Okay, and different ways to do it. Let us say, I told you graphically how it is not correct. But if you want to see from the equation, again, let Z equal to 1 plus cis 2 theta, which implies argument of Z is already theta. We already done here. And if you want argument of Z plus 1, it will be argument of 2 plus cis 2 theta. And I don't think it is theta by 2. It is not, because it is argument of 2 plus cos 2 theta plus I into sin 2 theta. Its argument is tan inverse this by this, sin 2 theta by 2 plus cos 2 theta, which is not equal to theta by 2. At least not always, maybe for a particular theta. Or not even equal to theta also. We're not attention to theta. Argument of z is theta. That's not equal to theta by 2. Sorry. Be a bit graphically can be done. Maybe this may be better to do algebraically. Let us say what is z square minus z. They want actually 2 can be cancelled. Argument of z square minus z is they want 3 times argument of z. Okay. Can you say 1 plus is 2 theta? Let us see. 1 plus is 2 theta whole square minus 1 plus is 2 theta. Argument of z is theta means I should be getting 3 theta for this now. Let us see. I can expand directly or in this form. If I expand directly, 1 plus this is 4 theta, the square of this, plus 2 is 2 theta. Minus 1 minus is 2 theta. 1 and minus 1 will cancel. 1 is 2 theta also will cancel. I will get is 4 theta plus is 2 theta. I have to apply transformations actually. I have to write this separate. If I open it, I'll get cos 4 theta plus cos 2 theta plus I into sin 4 theta plus sin 2 theta. This is 2, when you apply transformations, 2 cos 3 theta cos theta. This is I into 2 sin 3 theta cos theta. If I take 2 cos theta common, it is 3 theta, whose argument is 3 theta. So argument of z square minus z is 3 theta. This is the magnitude, this is the argument is. And theta is what? Argument of z. 3 times argument of z. So prove. I will also see whether I can explain from the graph form. Z square minus z in means z into 1 minus z. So earlier in our figure, this was the circle. This is 1. Z into z minus 1. 1 is this complex number, 1 is this. I have to multiply these two. I have done this so much. Actually, I can add the arguments. That is very easy. Okay. This is all too lengthy. If you proved option A, it is more easy than that. Why? What is argument of z square minus z is very simple. Argument of z into z minus 1. Argument of z1, z2 is argument of z1 plus argument of z2. So you can write argument of z plus argument of z1, z minus 1. Argument of z, already we proved in the option A that this is 2 times argument of z. When I add these two, it is proved 3 times argument of z. You don't need all this. Argument of z1, z2 is this. Is it all right? Okay. So I prefer this than writing all this. But since anyway I wrote, I'm not erasing. Satyaj, understood this one? Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. So after option A is proved, it can be done like this. Anyone want to tell what is the argument of z cube minus z power 4? It is how many times argument of z? Anyone want to tell? This argument is how many times argument of z? The same process you can do. But I think z minus 1 I'm not. It's okay. Let me give z power 4 minus z cube. Okay. Anyone want to tell what is the argument of z power 4 minus z cube? In terms of argument of z, how many times argument of z? If somebody want to tell, they have to unmute and tell.
5 times?
Yes, 5 times. You can take z cube common. You will get argument of z cube plus argument of 1 minus z. Argument of z cube is 3 times argument of z plus 2 times argument of z. It will be 5 times. Okay. So now we can understand the solution more easily. That's the reason. Anybody want to tell argument of this will be how many times argument of Z?
Eight times.
Yes. If I take Z power 4 common, it is the perfect square will come, which is 1 minus Z whole square. So 4 times this argument, 2 times this argument. That will be 4 argument of Z. This is already 2 times, and the square 4 times. 4 plus 4 will be 8. 8 times argument. Okay, ninth question is again same. First question and third question and ninth question are more or less same. There they asked when is less than 1. Now they are asking when it is equal to 1. Mod Z1 minus Z2 by 1 minus Z1 Z2 is equal to 1. Mod Z1 minus Z2 square is equal to 1 minus Z1 conjugate Z2 mod square. You can expand on both sides and will directly get mod Z1 square minus 1 into mod Z2 square minus 1 equal to 0. So either this should be 0 or that should be 0. That is option A. And option C and D are also same because they're also okay. Mod Z1 equal to 1 or mod Z2 equal to 1. Okay. 11th one, before solving this, I want to tell something similar. Maybe you might have done. A, B, C are real numbers, and 1 by A plus omega plus 1 by B plus omega plus 1 by C plus omega equal to 2 by omega. Okay. If this is given to you, you have to prove 1 by A plus 1 plus 1 by B plus 1 plus 1 by C plus 1 equal to 2. Okay. This is given and you have to show this. Have you done this question before? No. Okay then. No, I don't know because in mains material may not be there or something. Okay. How to do this question? Please see carefully because this question I wrote 3 terms and now the present question has 4 things. That's all. They gave this and they said ABC are real numbers. That is very important. Okay. How to prove this? Is that take a new equation 1 by A plus X, 1 by B plus X, 1 by C plus X is equal to 2 by X. Based on this equation, can I tell X equal to omega is a root of this? Why some people are laughing? No, I'm very happy if because of me they could laugh. Maybe somebody is sending some chat messages and that's why they're laughing. I don't know. Any problem with the video? No. No. All right. You take this equation. X equal to omega is a root of this based on the data given, isn't it? If X equal to omega is a root, I can tell X equal to omega square also will satisfy this equation. Why? Anybody want to give an explanation why? If x equal to omega is the root of this equation, why x equal to omega square should be root? This is not a cube roots of unity or something like that. Any answer for anybody? Okay, two ways to understand why omega square is root. One is apply conjugate everywhere. Here, numerator, denominator, LHS, RHS. Will there be any change in the equation? Or here, apply conjugate here. Let us see what happens. Everywhere you apply conjugate. What is the conjugate of A? A only, because A is a real number. Conjugate of 1 is 1. But this will become omega conjugate. This will become omega conjugate. This will become omega conjugate. That also become omega conjugate. That means in the place of x, not only omega is a root, then omega conjugate is also a root. And omega conjugate is omega square root. Right? That is one way. Another way is you do cross multiplication and expand this. Finally, you will get a cubic equation with all coefficients real numbers. You know, any polynomial when all coefficients are real numbers, whenever a complex number is a root, its conjugate is also a root. Okay. So omega conjugate is also root, which is omega square. Okay. So now we understand for this equation, not only omega is a root, omega square is a root. When you expand this fully and do cross multiplication, bring one side, you will get x cube and some x square into something and all that. X square coefficient will be missing. In a cubic equation, if x square is missing, what does it mean? Sum of the roots is 0. Already omega and omega, not sum of the roots, sorry. I think we'll get product of the roots 1. Let me just expand if required. If I bring that side, I'll be getting 2 times x cube plus x square into a plus b plus c plus x into ab plus bc plus ca plus abc. And here it is x times 3x square, because I'll get two things, 3x square plus 2 times ab plus bc plus ca into x plus ab plus abc. No, two things means, sorry, this is a plus b plus c. This is ab plus bc plus c. Okay, I'll get 3x cube here, 2x cube, 1x cube, and 2x square. Yeah, x square is getting cancelled on. Yes, it's right. So sum of the roots is 0, then not 1 is the root, minus 1 is the root. Because omega plus omega square plus something is 0, or it should be 1 only, right? Yeah, 1 is the root, so you'll get it. Okay, that itself is a question. Like that, this question is there, but not exactly same as that. Okay, let us see how to do this. Okay, so they gave us that in 11th question that A, B, C, D are real numbers, and 1 by A plus omega plus 1 by B plus omega plus 1 by C plus omega plus 1 by D plus omega is equal to 2 by omega. Actually, they gave 2 omega square, but omega square I wrote 1 by omega. Okay. You can apply conjugate everywhere. Apply conjugate. Then you will get 1 by A plus omega square plus 1 by B plus omega square plus 1 by C plus omega square plus 1 by D plus omega square is equal to 2 by omega square, because omega conjugate is omega square. Now, consider equation 1 by A plus x plus 1 by B plus x plus 1 by C plus x plus 1 by D plus x is equal to 2 by x. When you do cross multiplication, it's a fourth degree equation. Omega and omega square are roots of this. Omega comma omega square are roots of this equation. But here sum of the roots is 0 is not correct, because 4 roots are there. We have to at least know one of the roots of that. Let us see how to know one is the root. At least option D we could get straight. Let us see how can we get option B. When I do cross multiplication and expand, what I will get is left side 2 into x plus a into x plus b into x plus c into x plus d. Right side x into all kinds of three things when you take LCM. Okay. I think I'll as well write sigma a plus x into b plus x into c plus x. What it means is another time we all kinds of three things. That's what it is. So I just wrote it like that because of lack of space. When I expand this, I'm going to get 2x power 4. That is x power 4. What about x cube coefficient? I'll get a, b, c, d. 2 times a plus b plus c plus d into x cube. Okay, next when I take x square, I'll get all two things. So 2 times ab plus bc plus cd. It will become 6 things, difficult to write, but it's okay. AB plus AC plus AD plus BC plus BD plus CD into X. And the constant is ABCD, 2 ABC. That is LHS. RHS, when I expand, I'll get x cube 4 times. So 4x power 4. Because like this, 4 such things will be there. This is x cube, and what is x square coefficient here is a plus b plus c. Like that, a will come 3 times. So 3 times a plus b plus c plus d into x cube. And here x coefficient is ab plus bc plus ca. So here 3 things, here 3 things, 3, total 12. Everything will come twice. So it will be 2 times AB plus BC plus CD plus all that. Same thing as above. AB plus AC plus AD plus BC plus BD plus CD into X. X square, sorry. Even this is also x power 4 x cube x square. I did not write x here. I should write that also. That's three things. ABC, ABD, ACD, BCD into X plus ABCD. Okay, here I got x square and then x term. That is again same as this, but there is a 2 here everywhere. This is ABC plus ABD plus ACD plus BCD X. Okay, some people may not be able to see some part. The main point is x square term is getting cancelled. X square term is getting cancelled. In a fourth degree equation, x cube coefficient would have given us sum of the roots, that is minus of that by this. Okay, but x square coefficient will be all kinds of two things. Let us see how to manage. This is a relatively little difficult question than 3 things. Okay, that's why I told a simpler version of this question before. The previous one was very easy because I have to mute somebody here. Okay, when this term was not there, when we expanded, we got a cubic equation with x square term missing. So sum of the roots is 0. We are able to make out the third root very easily. Okay, but here fourth degree equation, it will have 2 more roots. So I am going to take the roots as omega square, and some alpha and some beta. According to this, x square coefficient is 0. X square coefficient is 0. X square coefficient is 0 means I have to take all kinds of two things. Okay. When I take roots as alpha, beta, gamma, delta, what is the way to write all kinds of two things? Yes, of course, I have to write 6 things actually. Alpha, beta, alpha, gamma, alpha, delta, beta gamma, beta delta, gamma delta. That whole thing is 0. Okay. What is the sound coming from where? Only my mic is on. Are you also getting some sound like that in between?
Yes.
Okay. Shashikiran is unmuting. Okay. Maybe somebody is trying to join some network issue. Okay. Does anybody know, especially in theory of equations, in the material also we given, you must be using an IP, you might have used it.
Sir, join now only means
Okay,
network
mute
loss.
yourself. Okay. Whenever you have a fourth degree equation whose roots are alpha, beta, gamma, delta, sum of the roots is easy. Alpha plus beta plus gamma plus delta. When you take two things, that is this. Is there any another way to write this? Sometimes it is useful in even in IP questions. That is, you can write this as alpha plus beta into gamma plus delta plus alpha beta plus gamma delta. You know that? Okay. Sometimes they may give sum of two roots. We'll use this way. It is a little easier. The sum of the two roots is 0 or something. When you take all kinds of three things, one way to write that is alpha beta into gamma plus delta, gamma delta into alpha plus beta. When you expand, you'll get two things here, two things here. You are aware of that. Okay. So I wanted to use that now. So I want to use this kind of formula. Okay. So x square coefficient is 0 means I have to take all kinds of two things. How to take all kinds of two things? Take alpha plus beta into omega plus omega square plus alpha beta plus omega into omega square equal to 0. Now, what is this minus 1? Alpha plus beta into minus 1 plus alpha beta plus 1 equal to 0. So, you got alpha beta plus 1 minus alpha minus beta equal to 0. When you expand, you will get alpha minus 1 into beta minus 1 equal to 0 means alpha equal to 1 or beta equal to 1. See, what does it mean? What does this mean is, for this equation, they gave only omega is a root. By applying conjugate, we understood omega square is a root. It has two more roots and one of them must be 1. That's what we got. Either alpha should be 1 or beta should be 1. Okay. So, because 1 is a root, we will get that one another result. Okay. Since 1 is a root, we can put it here in this equation. We'll get 1 by a plus 1 plus 1 by b plus 1 plus 1 by c plus 1 plus 1 by d plus 1 is 2 by 1. Okay, that is another option here. Now regarding option A or something like that, I can put x equal to 1 right here. Or I can use sum of the roots and product of the roots. Let me see that. I can find fourth root and do that, or if I put x equal to 1 and expand, something may come. Okay, among option A or option C, one of them I should be able to prove it, because already I got for three roots. 1 omega square is a root. So I can find the fourth root and then use product of the roots. That is better. Okay. So after this is over now, sum of the roots. Sum of roots. There are two ways. Here, what is x cube coefficient will come ultimately? From this, you have to bring LHS to RHS. This will become 2x power 4. And this will become a plus b plus c plus d. To minus of a plus b plus c plus d by 2. Isn't right? What is my x square coefficient here is a plus b plus c. 3 things, 12 things. So 12 things means every one of them 3 times. It's good. This is a plus b plus 2 square. Okay. Because finally in my equation, when I bring LHS to RHS, I got something like 2x power 4 minus a plus b plus c plus d into x cube. Because of that, the sum of the roots, not minus plus, will be a minus of a plus b plus c plus d by 2. Minus of a plus b plus c plus d by 2. That should be same as according to this omega plus 1 plus omega square. Omega plus omega square plus 1. One more root, if you want, you can take it as alpha. That is basically alpha itself. Because 1 plus omega square is 0. Okay, that is one way to find alpha. Another way to find alpha is you can use product of the roots. What is the constant when you bring this to this is 2abcd, and the coefficient of x power 4 is 2x power 4. So when I take product of roots, one way to find product of the roots is minus 2abcd by 2. Minus 2abcd by 2, which is minus abcd. But that should be same as omega into omega square into 1 into alpha. Okay, I'm taking beta as 1 and the extra root is alpha. But this is, okay. This is again alpha only. Because one, okay. So for alpha, I got two answers. One is this and one is this. They should be equal. When I equate, I think I should be able to get option A. So the fourth root, okay. Apart from 1 omega square are the roots, and the fourth root, which is equal to alpha, one way it is minus of a plus b plus c plus d by 2. Another way it is minus abcd. Cancel minus n to that side. You'll get a plus b plus c plus d is equal to 2abcd. Okay, they said option C is also right. Let us look into that. I hope people copied the previous one and then this. The solution is too big. I cannot give the whole solution in one board. Okay, I don't know. Option C, one way is we already got x equal to 1 is the root. Why not just substitute it here? X equal to 1, if you substitute, it will be 2 into 1 plus a into 1 plus b into 1 plus c into 1 plus d. Here it is sigma a plus 1 into b plus 1 into c plus 1. When I expand this, I will be getting 2 plus 2 times a plus b plus c plus d plus 2 times ab plus bc plus c ab plus ad plus ac plus bc plus bd plus c. All two things. Similarly, three things will come. I don't have place to write. Okay. 2 times abc plus abd plus acd plus bcd plus 2abcd. The right side. When I expand this, you'll get 1, and like that 4 ones will come. So it is going to be 4. I'll get a plus b plus c also. Here a plus b plus c, next time b plus c plus d, like that. A total 12 things. Everything will appear 3 times. So 3 times a plus b plus c plus d. When I expand this, I will also get ab plus bc plus ca. 6 things, total 12. So each 2 times. So 2 times AB plus BC plus CD plus all that. And I'll get three things, which is ABC plus ABD and all that only once. Now when I compare LHS and RHS, what will cancel? This part is getting cancelled. A plus B plus C plus D same as 2A B C D. That will not get cancelled, that get added up. I want to get this value basically. This. Here I have 2 times, there 1 time. When I bring, I'll get 1 time. If I want to get 2, these 2 should cancel. Is there a minus here for us, or both are minus here? Oh, this will go that side. It will get cancelled. You can see that. See, I have less place, so too much clumsy maybe. But please understand, I expanded this fully. I wrote all these things. This one, like this, 4 such things are there. I expanded and combined. That is this one, this one, this one, this one. Okay. Now this two things got here and here cancelled because coefficient is 2. Now see carefully. Here I have 2 times A plus B plus C plus D. Here 3 times A plus B plus C plus D. This one, if I send that side, what I will have? 1 time A plus B plus C plus D. But that is same as 2A B C D. Just now we proved it. So this together will cancel. Now what I'm left with? I'm left with a 4 here, 2 here. Send this to that side, I'll become 2. And what I'm left with here? 2 times my question. Not 2 times, 1 time only, because this one group will come here. Here 2 times a group, there 1 time group. So 1 time group is equal to 2. That's how we'll get that option. Which option is it? Option C. Okay, all options are right. Okay, so this value is 2. That is, this value basically is 2. Okay, so you try to see carefully what is happening and do it. I wrote everything, just I did not write big steps, that's all. Anybody any doubt, please feel free to ask. Okay, anybody still need time to copy? No. Okay, then 13th question I think we can discuss on Monday. Okay, so Monday also I'll discuss this topic only. We'll try to complete rest of the more than one answer questions. If time allows, some passages and all. Okay, thank you.